Okay, welcome to another robot adventures adventure. My voice is a little bit under the weather. And what do I have here? I think some of you guys might know. It's Linux. So, you can see there. This is my old PC that I used to use to make the adventures. It was a Athlon dual core 38. It's only got 2 gigabytes of memory and, well, it's got some. And I was using this for trying to do video editing and stuff like that, and it was alright, but the 2 gigs was really, the rendering time was really slow. And I was like, okay, so I bought a new system, and I'll show you that, guys, that later. So right now I'm running this. This was my old PC, and I'm got that up, connected up here to the monitor. The reason why I did this, and there's my Robot Adventure set back there, is because I was like, well, I didn't plan to install this Linux on my old PC. The reason I got into the Linux was because I had this guy. And this is a Shuttle XPC. It's running it's got a 939 AMD socket on there. I've got a AMD 64 Athlon 64 single core 3200 CPU in there. Also got a NVIDIA 6600 I think 128 megabyte video card, or maybe I can't remember exactly, but it's pretty old. And I've got 1 gig of DDR400 RAM on there. So, and I was having problems with the recognition of the RAM. Well, I had two 512 chips in there, but it wasn't recognizing both of them, so I took one out and I put in just one gigabyte, and then so now this guy has 2 gigabytes. It has 4 512 chips. So my new PC, I also installed a Linux on, but yeah, in the next video I'll show you the differences between what's installed, what isn't installed, and how it's, what's going on. So I didn't have I was running XP on my old PC. I had a Japanese version of XP that I used to run on this thing, but I formatted it, and then when I tried to reinstall, the disk was corrupted, so I couldn't reinstall, so I didn't have another OS. And I was like, well, fuck it, I'm not even using this system. It's got, it's really old. It's got 2 250 gig hard drives on there. And, yeah, so I was like, well, fuck. Why don't not, I wasn't using it, why not just fucking install Linux, give it a go, see if I can learn something, and which I did, and, that's why I'm sharing. So that's the reason why I started this whole Linux thing. And I'm recommending trying something like this. If you have an old busted ass fucking PC, don't have an operating system, why not try this shit? But so the reason why I was like, okay, well, I want to do videos, make videos, so I downloaded this OpenShot video editor, and all of the problems that went along with making a video on Linux. All the software is free, but how do you get it set up and stuff like that? I'll try to show you that in the second video. Yeah, this is the video monitoring. So this is the system on my old PC. And let's just show you what I have installed on this system. So you would click over here, Software Center. It opened up the Software Center. And installed softwares. I do have Blender installed on here, which is essential. More information. And as I scroll down, you can see the version. It's 2.59. So I'm going to make this video using the OpenShot video editor. And since I have Blender installed, it's going to come out decent. Yeah, so in the next video I'll show you why, you know, all the different variations on, you know, what happens if you don't have these things installed. So if you don't have Blender installed, you can't do animated titles. Yeah, and which Blender version do you install? How do you install it? Shit like that. So basically what I wanted to show you is if you have an old PC, you don't have any money, you want to make videos and stuff, you can do it all for free using open source software. It's a little bit tricky to get into and to figure out because it's different from Windows. And, you know, I just learned all this shit today. This was my first day with Linux. And I was at it, you know, pretty much all day. You know, troubleshooting, going to websites, figuring stuff out. And there are a lot of things you got to figure out. Like, you know, one thing that I didn't know. What the fuck is a... I didn't know what the fuck a... Oh, come on. Close that. This terminal window. A lot of the websites are like, oh, use this terminal window, enter this code, and this will happen, and this will pop up. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that. And updates and, you know, getting updates, adding the drivers for your hardware or your video card and stuff like that. So a lot of stuff you can figure out, but anyway, this has been a Robot Adventures adventure. Yeah, sorry about my voice. And yeah, if you got some free time, check it out, try it yourself. Alright guys, come by, bye bye.